Yeah, pretty good turnout already, and it is still early outside of Seattle Children's. These nurses calling for change. I'm joined by Kara Yates, who is an RN with Seattle Children. So explain to me what you guys are demanding.
We're out here asking for safer staffing so that we can take better care of our patients. We're in a real staffing crisis, and most of that we believe is because we're not paying wages at Seattle Children's that allow nurses to be able to live and settle here in our community. So, yeah.
And with inflation too, I know that that's something that was brought up when you guys were first talking about doing the picket. So talk about that too, what you're asking in terms of inflation.
We're just asking to be able to keep up with the cost of living in Seattle. And I know that's a huge ask. Obviously, things are skyrocketing here in Seattle, but yeah, our nurses deserve to be able to live here. We've got about a 25% vacancy rate here at Seattle Children's. And as you can imagine, you can't take safe care of patients when you don't have enough nurses to do the job. So.
And one thing that was also brought up was the talk of travel nurses and nurses on short contracts being brought in. How does that impact your salary and day to day?
Yeah, so travel nurses are making about 2 to 3 times what the average nurse at Seattle Children's is making. The hardest part about that is just that they don't get very much orientation. You know, they're great nurses, but they don't know how we do things here at Seattle Children's. So when we're doing really emergent complex care, like running a code when a kid stops breathing or when their heart stops, if they don't know how we work in emergencies, then it makes it a really dangerous place to be. So. Yeah, so it's tricky having travel nurses who, while great nurses, can't necessarily do things the way that we do them here. So.
All right, Kara, thank you so much for speaking with us. We appreciate you. And we're going to continue covering this picket throughout the day here on King 5 and throughout our morning, so stay with us. Back to you guys in the studio.